YouTube's happening today. It's Friday, June 20th, and we're going to talk about the WNBA now. There are 3 games on the slate today. We're going to break these games down. We're going to look at the spreadsheet, look at the props, everything we can to find some value out there because we did play a couple of the games last night. Let me go ahead and scroll over here and pull that up so I can show you how we did. Took these 2 plays. Stewart dominated 35 points alone, easy. And Golden State not only covered, they won over Indiana. Beautiful. The numbers did their job amazingly, even though they were super short staffed, which I didn't know about. Props to that, whoever commented that. But still, Golden State is nasty at home apparently. So 2-0 day. That makes us 7-1 in the last 2 days basically of betting on WNBA. So we love that. If you want the plays typed out for every single sport I do, or you want access to the spreadsheets like these, HQ, simple as that. So enough of that. We have 3 games. Let's stop wasting time. Let's jump to the first one right now. All right, looks like first game is going to be Dallas and Connecticut. Bottom of the bottom feeders 100%. Currently it is looking like Dallas 4.5 point favorite on the road. 164.5 is our total. Let's go look at the spreadsheet. Look at the information. We see one piece of green rebounding for Dallas. Everything else is just red and yellow. Look like a hot dog, mustard and ketchup galore. That's too much for us. It's too much ketchup, too much sugar for you. So we can see. Let's look at the total. What will we do with the total? They're below their average right now because they just can't score. They're 2-11 versus 2-10. These 2 teams are not good. 277 plus 72 comes out to 150. The total is 164. Defense, 85 plus 85 is 171. So there's a big ass range, and they're closer to the top. So I don't like that. If you're in the range in basketball, I don't take it if you're in the range unless it just makes sense. But this one, under perhaps, but I don't trust the defense for your team. 2 point percent, they're both your bottom 2, your bottom 4. And 12 versus 8, that's no different than 10 versus 12. 7 versus 9, 12 versus 13. Ratings, you can see the same thing. Everything is lining up to where we don't want to touch anything here. So no side, no total. Let's go see if we can find a prop. Props, you say? Outlier, link in the pin comment, click it, slime. Week for free? A whole week. I know, right? It's amazing. So we have the game pulled up and we have it still sorted by over, yes, 80%. The only thing that's hit of these 2 teams has been Tina Charles getting 22 points and rebounds. Let's see if that continues today. Say, are you dominating? I mean, you did last game, which makes me want to not touch this game. You played 14.8 minutes, so that means I gotta leave your ass alone. I can't touch this. No, I don't. I need to know why. What happened here? So, not a chance. We're gonna take you off. Go away. Bye. And then we look at. Well, that's it. That's the only one. Let's go to the unders. To the other side, not the unders. Yeah, under. Boop. Yeah, under. And we can see who has hit the under. Under. Paige cannot hit 3s apparently. She only hits 2 in at least 1 game so far. And she hit 5 of them. But other than that, 0-1-0-0. That is. Now, Connecticut is 11th. No, they're 9th in 3. Actually, not red in 3-point defense. They're 9th and 8th in defense. And man, defense isn't that bad. I say that they're still in the bottom 5 or 6, but still not bad. So, I can't take the under here. How all season you've hit this twice now? How many 3s are you even taking? Is the question. Well, if you take a lot, you were 5 or 7. You won't fire that game. 0 for 5, 0 for 2. I don't know. Let's come back over here and look. Connecticut's losing their games by an average of 13 points. They're losing their games by an average of 8 points. This is an absolute just grade A, 100% USDA prime choice shit show. That's what this is. So we're going to pass on this one and move on to the next one. All right, game 2 up is going to be, let me click over to it, is going to be Washington and the Atlanta Dream. Currently Dream 7.5 point favorites at home. 156.5 is our total. Let's click over at the spreadsheet. Numbers. Look at the number 1 defense. Atlanta has been crushing it lately. 7-3 last 10, 8-4 overall. You can see the numbers. 2 versus 11. This is Atlanta all day. Just looking at this. 3 versus 8. 1 versus 9. Their offense is way better than their Washington's defense. Atlanta's defense is number 1 versus the 9th ranked offensive rating for Washington. Everything else lines up nicely. Look at all the logos. Washington scores a lot of points in the paint, but Atlanta's better at rebounding somehow. They're both top 2-3 rebounding, but Atlanta does not give up turnovers. Meanwhile, Washington turns the ball over 4 extra ones per game. That all adds up. And we're only looking at a 7.5 point favorite. Atlanta at home cover. That's my play. That's what I would take. So far. We also got to look at totals. We got to look at all that fun stuff, see if it makes sense. So currently the total is what, 156. Let's see what we got over here. Currently that's 160. If you look at the offenses, you look at the defenses, it comes out to 150. So it's 150, 160 with a 156 to the middle. I like the Atlanta spread better. At home, yeah, much better. Let's see what else we got. Let's go to props to see what we can cook up over here. So we got rid of Page, we pulled WNBA, we pulled this up, we go Mystics and Dream, and then we have our unders currently. Let's swap that. Let's go over first, keep it in order so we don't confuse people. Overs first. Gray rebounds assists for Atlanta. Howard rebounds assists for Atlanta. They both get plus 100 and 130 only on FanDuel, huh? But whatever. Not every book does multi, like, you know, PRA, RA, PR, you know, things like that. Some do. You might have to rely on just points if you need to be, or just rebounds, which, hey, sometimes is not bad because, yeah, that's a 10-2 on an A5. That's almost a double. That's nice. I like that. I can work with that. Howard, 10. Are you also 10-2? You're both 10-2, except you had a game of just an awful game against Washington of all teams. You did good against Washington. Interesting. Now you was at Washington. Now you're back home. So I got to take you off. Sorry, go away. Because you actually did good. Because you can get assists and you get those long rebounds. You can see it. So let's go look at the unders just to see what's popping over here. And certainly we have Howard under points rebounds. Gray under threes. Already got Gray, so why would I take under threes? Washington, what's your three-point defense looking like? 12th. Ugh. You're giving up. Ooh, look at it. Look at that. No. Not a chance. I will take. I could take Gray for the props. I could take Gray for PRA probably. Like, yeah, she balls out sometimes, but 26. I think I still like Atlanta overall as a team more as a spread. So I think that's what I'm gonna take. We're gonna look at the numbers. We see everything leans Atlanta. We're going to look over here. We see Atlanta has 7.5. And yeah, we're going to go ATL minus 7.5. That's what we're going to take next. All right, last game, best game. Not really. Hey, whatever. Seattle and the Las Vegas Aces. Currently, Seattle's only a 1.5 point favorite on the road. Instant questioning that without looking at anything. Lies. I looked at the spreadsheet. It's right in front of my face. 160.5 is our total, but here's the spreadsheet. Huh? What? Las Vegas is struggling. In Seattle, yeah, they're 7-5, but look, they are crushing the numbers. They are shooting lights out from three. The number one offense. They are cooking on offense and defense. Defense is actually good too. If you're this fast of a team and you can still be a top 5 defense on points because you're that good, that works. And then you got look at this, nothing but Seattle logos except for rebounds, where they're the worst rebound team, but Vegas is 10th. How are you 10th when you got Asia? I don't understand. Hey, but Asia's having a really bad season so far. We've hit the under PRA on her at least once this season, maybe twice. I can't remember. I know one was last week. So let's go look at the props, because right now I'm taking Seattle 1.5 all day in this one. All day. Load it up. Let's load it up. Storm Aces. And what do we have? Asia under. Remember PRA was like 40 something like last point. If you were here, like what, like a week ago, we took Asia under like 46 PRA or 40 or something ridiculous. It's 37 now. And she's only hit this in 1 out of 5 games. And when she hits it, she balls out. So I don't know why she can't hit it every time. It's weird to me. I don't know. Head to head against Atlanta, if you look at last season, awesome numbers. And then this season's kind of just right here. She's played them twice now. Both games significantly under. To the point where if Seattle's numbers weren't so damn good, I might take this with Seattle. But Seattle's just so good. Well, the numbers reason. I mean, they're 7-5. Yes, I get that. But just the numbers overall look great. So I am going to take Seattle 1.5 on the road. SCA minus 1.5. Do I dare take Asia under anyways? Do we want to do that? Because you see, this is 2025 against Seattle both times. Both times at Seattle. This one's at home. So I am a little curious by that. Let's look at the whole season so far. How many times has she hit against New York game 1 and then against Las Vegas in game 5? Other 6 games are unders, and most of them aren't even close, including the most recent ones. So it's not a roads home. She's 0-4 on the road. No, she hit New York on the road, so there's no correlation. There's nothing really making sense here. So let's go look at other players. Let's see what we got. Asia. Ezzy under rebounds. Not loving that. Asia again. Man. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take Asia under. Let's do it. Let's just do it. You can get it. Caesars, BetMGM, good stuff. It's 37.5. Yeah. Let's do it. We're going Wilson under 30, under the C, 37.5 PRA. We're gonna go under. We're gonna see if that works for us, because if it does, great. If it doesn't, well, we'll see. So let's see. Let me just copy this and put this so it shows up in the cell with this one. So this one plus that. There, I can delete that. I can just wrap this one. There we go. Pretty. Yes, so now we got 4 plays in the day. That's good stuff. We did look at the other side, did we? That's unders. What was the overs in this one? Oh, it's Gabby. Gabby over here. We can look at Gabby too real quick to make sure. And then Jackie as well. We'll look at Jackie. And Skylar Diggins threes? Sure. What is Ace's 3-point defense? 6? Nah, we're not going to love that one. Yeah, so she's doing good on this, but we look over at the spreadsheets and we can see 6 on 3-point defense for the Vegas. No, we're gonna not take that one. That's not a great matchup. Jackie is barely hitting 8-6 on that 7-5. Don't love that. And then lastly, Gabby has been doing great. 24 to 21. That's also a good play you could take. We're just gonna fade Las Vegas though. We're gonna let the team and the defense do the work for us today. So that gives us 4 plays on 3 games. Love that. Scheduled tomorrow, Saturday, there will be 2 games. I'll do a video tomorrow. Then we got a 5 slate on Sunday. Nice, interesting. And a 4 slate on Tuesday. Yeah, good stuff. So I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. We're almost at 20K. We're like 100 something away. So that helps. Anything you do help. Check out the HQ if you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research. Outlier if you want the free trial for the week. Other than that, let me know what you're playing, and I will see you tomorrow to discuss these 2 games in the WNBA. Peace.